Hello everyone, welcome to part 76.3.9 of beta testing for Football Tactics on Glory World. This is a new game by developer Creoteam which will be released no sooner than the second quarter of 2015. Today we have our round of 16 Prestige Cup match against Temple of Aros, so we'll deal with that in a minute. Temple of Aros, by the way, is Aros is the god of tricksters and fraudsters in the book that this mod is taken from. So just to give you a little bit of background there, Void is recovered and really was injured actually, but never mind. Today's match against Temple of Aros, and there's going to be rain, so it's going to upset passing, which might actually benefit us, maybe. So here's the squads. And just to see what we are going to do, we've got this match against Temple of Aros, and then we've got another national team match against the paramilitaries. And where are the paramilitaries in the table at the moment? Paramilitaries are fifth, so they're mid-table. So everybody here is in the mix. So every game's important, really. You want to try and win if you can, or at least not lose. So there we go. Temple of Aros. Let's have a look. I think I'll keep our defence as it is. Unlike Kelisar, they actually have a fairly strong attack compared to our defence, and if they get a reasonably high roll, they can score with any of these guys, especially these two, especially Twileballer. So we're going to keep a pretty strong defence. In fact, what I think I might do, I might strengthen the defence further by putting Mostali into the sweeper line. And so we've got 6 in defence. And that is how we're going to play this. We'll put Darkwing here because he can go around the side and try and shoot, although their goalkeeper looks like he might be quite decent. He's a bit vulnerable to crosses, but we don't really have anybody to take advantage of that. Although Darkwing does have one level of head play, it's not going to be enough to... His chances of actually doing anything against Kasari are quite low, so that's not necessarily going to be my main tactic, but I might change my mind, especially if we need a goal in the second half. But let's see how it goes. So we're playing our home strip for this. So there you go, what they're going to do. Passes to Enviado. He managed to get, there you go, as expected, got to Twiler. Yeah, and that's what can happen with these big teams. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it, you just don't have the defence to deal with it. I've got a choice here. I could go to Dark Queen, move to the side, and then try and shoot through Senderos. That doesn't seem that promising though. So I'm going to go down this route. Doesn't really... I just want to see who's got the lowest defence between these guys. He does actually. So I'm actually best to move to the middle here because I can try and shoot through him. And he's moved out of the way, which is even better. Although I'm going to let Carla come out then and press him. Although he probably wouldn't go much further anyway. And yeah, he can probably get the ball to Twiler. He's probably going to... Yeah, he gets through and he's got another chance to score if he rolls high. Yep. Just, because he got 30, he got 29. We're 2-0 down in the first half hour, so I think let's try the Dark Queen route this time. The chances of that scoring are so low. Let's just try a power shot. I was going to say you lose the ball. I think I might try something new in the second half. If you get absolutely hammered here, then I'll use the last game just as a game for getting experience. May as well just press him, and somebody like Mina can come up and try and get the ball. He does, and then he can just do a little lofted pass and try and get some SP. He fails, but he gets 2 instead of 1 rather than making a normal pass, so that's good. So that's first half done. Let's change things around. Carla will take off now and I'll put on Armorita. We're going to just go for the cross. He's going to go into the centre here. I don't think this is going to succeed, but let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. It's really difficult. The standard of their goalkeeper is really difficult to really make much impact. And that's not looking very possible, but let's do it anyway. And we don't even get the ball in. So that's where the rain or the soggy pitch stopped us from doing much there. He even gets past, he skips past Aldous. So what's his control like? 43. I'll move Mina up. Oh, and fouls him. So let's take Aldous off. We'll put Tavali on, give him a little run. Well, one way we could actually try and have scored is by cannon shot, but the problem is getting him into a position where he can actually use it. I mean, there is ways to do that, but we don't have anybody with, say, layoff pass, which allows us to use it effectively. So that is one possibility, but we just don't have the players to really employ it. And that would have been our best chance to score if we could get somebody into that position. But the truth is, it's difficult to get anybody in that position with the players we have and their setup. Okay, so we changed. We're going to change anybody else. No. Okay, let's just leave the rest. So we'll have to draw people back into the box. So he's got his defense is awful. So we'll draw him back, and we'll draw him back, and then we'll put him here. And we'll put him here. We're not going to get through this tie, unfortunately, and that's just almost impossible to get through. And yeah, 62 accuracy. Yeah, 3-0 down. We're struggling a bit here. So, is there anything else we can try? I mean, we've got our players with the best accuracy on, so there's not much more we can do. I think we'll just go for the cross again, to be honest. See if we can actually get it in the box. The trouble is, 20 passing, there's still I think like a 25% chance he doesn't even get the ball. He does this time. This time we get the ball in the box where the goalkeeper picks it up. His information gets updated, or somebody, yeah. So his control probably got updated. So he's got another chance to score. Oof, yeah, 4-0. We're getting really slaughtered here. And again, there's not much we can do again. He's facing. Actually, he is facing our best defender. We've even got one in the back line, and we got a decent goalkeeper. What else? There's absolutely nothing else you could do about that. This is really the strongest we can get, and I've matched up our best defender with their best striker. So if he rolls high, there's nothing we can do, and they've been I would say they've been fortunate to roll high so often. But that's just the way the game goes sometimes. Sometimes you're going to lose these games against stronger opponents, and that's part of the game. And one of the things you do is just try and deal with the best you can. So we're going to I'm going to use the remaining game as a training match. So I'm just going to try and get experience for our players, and there we go, another goal, 5-0. And one more try, and we actually score. I get a consolation, despite the low chances. Eventually, after persistent attempts, we do actually score. So it gives the away fans something, or a small band of away fans, which I assume are on this side of the pitch where you can see them. Well, that's the assumption I always make anyway. They get something to cheer about just before going home if they haven't left already. So they can sing about Dark Queen's header in a 90+ minute on the coach home. There we go. So Mustali gets some experience there. I think he's gone up to his not his maximum level, but the level that his maximum level before the experience starts to get penalised significantly. So, well, that's okay. That's but because he was quite active, he ends up getting, and he's 34, so he's basically retired. There's no point in doing any sort of talent stuff here. Stamina, I suppose so, or even that one. Could do experience, but again, he's going to retire. We've got 1 year left in his contract, and it won't be getting renewed. I can assure you that. So I could go for fan favourite, but is that really worthwhile? So I'll go for stamina. Why not? This guy do a bit of extra training, get his endurance up a wee bit more, so that he can continue playing at a higher level. It seems to be a reasonable choice. So yeah, that was a bit of a thrashing. Got no players in Team of the Round, no surprise there. We move on to the next international match and pick the squad quickly. The only one I'm going to have to look at is the sweeper, especially because I'm not really happy with this quality. Although he did well in the last match. He actually intercepted twice, so he's not been that terrible.